manifests my slice of real life here in the VTuber world. I am librarian VTuber Star Shadow, aka Star. Real life, working, still, librarian, family man. When my family has gone to sleep, my daughter, 3 cats, the wife, it's time for me to play some games, and that's what we're gonna do tonight. And we're gonna try something new because I want to, and that's what we're gonna do. But first, yeah, we are deep into job hunt. I've been expanding into places I've been looking a little bit more because feel like we might need the options. Gotta hit somewhere, hopefully, you know. So that's what I've been doing. I've been very busy trying to do that kind of thing because, like I said, it's very important. With my salary, I'm the major income for the family, so it's important that I can find something that will continue to allow us to continue to survive. And yeah, so I'm looking around here. So yeah, there may be a few less streams here and there because of making sure I get enough work in for that. Might need to spend some extra time doing those kind of things, cover letters, working on resumes, stuff like that. But yeah, so there's that concern here. So but yeah, so with all that, all the stress and everything, I was like, you know what, let's play something light, play something fun. So here we are, Civ VII. Now it's been a long time. It's been quite a few years actually. I have Civ 6 and I played a decent amount of Civ 6, especially when it came out and in the first few years of it being out. But then I haven't played much since, and I've forgotten a lot about Civ since then. And I was never like someone who was really good at Civ. I'm one of those who plays at a lower difficulty level because I just like to mess around, try things out, and I kind of play like a city builder, or I guess in this case more of a civilization builder. So it's not something, you know, it's really, I look for it to be something really cozy as opposed to looking for a challenge, because it just, I know that there are a lot of people that have found, you know, the meta way to do everything, and so it's like almost like a solved kind of problem, and that doesn't interest me. I don't care about that. I'm more of the kind of person who likes to make my own fun. That's why I often play so many games on easier difficulties and stuff like that, because I like to make my own kind of fun. I don't want to be caught up in difficulty that don't frankly need. Since I forget what I'm doing most of the time anyway. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna just play a little bit here. I did start a game. Didn't get very far, so we're gonna do a different one on stream though. And I'm very interested in, like, I started off with Confucius actually. I was gonna try expansion as scientific. I thought that would be interesting. That's not who I was thinking of. Ibn Battuta is very interesting as an expansion as wild card. I was like, huh, that's kind of interesting. I don't know enough about what this wild card means, so that's why I haven't really done it. But I think the other person, well, one of the other people that I was very interested in, I'm always interested in Miko here would be kind of Hatshepsut, I can say it, Hatshepsut as a cultural economic is interesting to me. Again, Xerxes would be as well. Militaristic scientific would be very interesting. Trung Truck, because I've always been a fun scientific kind of player. And militaristic scientific is kind of interesting too. But I think of the play styles that I normally kind of do, cultural expansionist and what the guest is would be interesting for me, I think. Diplomatic expansion, probably not, but yeah, so expansionist wildcard might actually be one of the more interesting ones for me, but I want to try, I think I want to try Catherine the Great. Also, she's kind of cute. So cultural and scientific, the complete non-interventionist, I guess, ways of trying to win. Star of the North, culture per age, and displayed great works. Buildings with great work slots gain 1 additional slot. Well, that's interesting. Cities settled in tundra gain science. Oh, that's interesting. But I think she's interesting, so I think I would like to try her. I'm gonna start from the beginning. Map size. Frankly, I like to play in bigger maps, not tiny maps. I'm kind of interested in, but then there's a lot more going on. Should I try it? And I don't know what any of this means here. Well, I know what an archipelago kind of map would look like. Fractal map, that could be interesting. Shuffle, I don't know. Is that shuffle through all of them? Terra Incognita, I don't know what kind of map that would be. Continents plus, I don't know what that means. I wish they would tell us a little bit more about what kind of maps they are. Yeah, so I'm going to actually play on very easy, because like I said, I'm relearning what's going on, so that means I want to press buttons and kind of see what goes on without having to worry about things going wrong all of a sudden. Normally I would play Governor, probably be the one I would probably play. Governor and then Viceroy are probably the 2 levels that I would normally play at, because it's this is less difficulty levels than previous ones, I think, and I usually played in the bottom 3/4 there, so not, because usually the bottom one was Settler, and then I forget what was after that. So yeah, I usually started in like 2 or 3 was where I like to play, where it would push back a little bit, but it would just be a nice cozy experience for me, and I can mess around and do whatever I really wanted. So that's what I'm doing. That's how I'm explaining it here, because yeah, that's why we're doing that. So there's advanced options too. You can kind of could mess with a little bit more age length, disaster intensity. Is light right now. Catastrophic would be too much. I'm almost kind of interested in like throwing disasters out there, but not in the first game. I think in the second game I would definitely up that and to give something. Standard, okay. Game speed standard. Continents plus, sure, okay. Antiquity. Game random seed. Alright, player settings. So we're gonna have 8 civs out there with us. I guess we can pick a starting instead of doing random. Or maybe I'll try it without, because I did my first game I picked, and for Confucius I picked Chimer, because that's basically exactly the same bonuses or same style that he is. So we would be looking for, I don't know. So let's go back. Let's see how it works. So we did this. Do we get to pick here or not? I'm curious to see how this will work. Or will they randomly give us one? So that is the question. I don't know. And we'll just kind of live with it. Now remember, I'm not good at this. Even when I was playing a lot, I played a lot of Civ 2. Like a ton of Civ 2. I was decent at Civ 2. That was one of the few that I could play at a higher difficulty level and do okay with. But I hated playing a lot of the ways that you had to, so I that's kind of where I got stuck in not playing it as hard.
A new banner unfurls, emblazoned with triumphal laurels. Rome seeks its champions.
Right. Oh, so we're Rome. Oh, God. All right, so born a German princess, Catherine the Great overthrew her husband in 1762 to become Empress of Russia. Guided by a vision of modernization, she established new models of law and governance and oversaw an era of rapid expansion through war and diplomacy. Motivated by intellectual curiosity and love for the arts, Catherine also sponsored creative scholars and scientists, fostering the Russian Enlightenment and its environment of innovation. Huh. I don't know very much about Catherine the Great, so this is all news to me. Or, well, let me take that back. I learned a little bit about her, but I don't remember any of it. So, all right, Roman Empire though. Okay, when most people think of the classical world, they imagine Rome. From humble beginnings, it grew to span 3 continents, assimilating the wealth and cultures of those it conquered. During the Republic, ad hoc statecraft and meritocracy spawned fierce competition, spurring the professionalization of military and bureaucracy of the empire. But cracks turned to chasms in a foundering economy, and repeated invasions brought Rome to collapse. So, we have a tier 2 Roman unique infantry unit and +2 combat strength for every tradition in the government. Not sure what that means. Legatus, Roman unique army commander, gains 1 charge to create a new settlement for every 3 levels it has. Huh? Interesting. Okay. Basilica, +4 gold. So this might be more economic than how we would have went. So +1 influence adjacency for culture, buildings, and wonders. Roman unique gold building, ageless. And the Temple of Jupiter, +3 happiness, +1 culture adjacency for happiness, buildings, and wonders. Roman unique happiness building. Okay. So we are cultural and scientific. This seems to be maybe militaristic in culture. So this ought to be interesting then. So I know there's things like adjacency bonuses and stuff that I never really quite figured out in 6. So that will be something that I don't know if we'll run into it today, but could be a problem. Okay, so this is like the tutorial bit. So welcome to Civilization 7. Lead your people to greatness. Before you embark on your journey to create an empire that stands the test of time, take a look at some of the fundamental concepts of the latest installment in the series. So this is a great introduction for people who have never seen Civ or are just getting into it now. And I have just noticed this. There we go. Got it off of there now. You can see window covering it. There we go. Now it's off. All right. So once you begin the game, you see tutorials. That will teach you. We're going to see tutorials, by the way. That will teach you how to play. Expert advisors will guide your decisions, and the Civilopedia will be available at any time in order to refer to the game's concepts and learn history behind them. Ages. History is built in layers. Game of Civilization 7 consists of multiple ages. Every turn brings you a step closer to the next age. Some important events are a leap forward. So there's 3 ages. Antiquity, exploration, and modern in this. So that's why there's multiple ages. Each age presents its own unique gameplay, new challenges, and an opportunity to change your strategy. Your leader remains the same, but at the end of every age, you will choose a new civilization with a different set of abilities and units at your disposal. The legacy you create with each civilization will carry into subsequent ages. And I know one of the things that people have a problem with is that you change civilization and people are like, that's weird, that's really weird. And it's only weird if you are worried about the names, in my eyes. So if you're worried that, you know, Romans are turning into the Chinese or something, I don't know, right afterwards, that's not the way to think of it. It's not, the names are just shorthand for telling you what the bonuses are. And it's really the bonuses that you're picking bonuses, like your focuses for each age. And they're just using a shorthand as Romans. These are what the Roman bonuses would be considered. So you're not Roman, your civilization's not Roman. It is, even though your cities are using Roman names, I guess. It's really just you have the attributes of the Roman Empire, but you're not really Roman. You're just whatever civilization you would be. And I think actually being able to name your own cities, which I guess they're going to bring in later, is what would help in giving you more of a feel of having your own civilization as opposed to worrying about the names of each one that you're taking control of. All right, so legacy paths and victories. Create a history. Legacy paths are the primary means by which you can create continuity from one age to the next. Every age presents 4 such paths: economic, cultural, scientific, and militaristic. Whether you focus solely on one path or diversify your efforts, the progress you make will grant you unique and powerful abilities in the next age. In the final age, once you complete a legacy path, you will have the opportunity to perform one more decisive feat to seal your victory. Okay, that's interesting. We'll see how that goes. Challenges and opportunities. Change is on the horizon. Every game of Civilization VII is its own journey. And as you will see from the following tutorials and advisor messages, there are countless ways to build an empire that stands the test of time. To make the most of your journey, try to remain open to these ideas and be willing to adapt when necessary. Good luck! Remember, you can always open the Civilopedia for more information, and you can revisit this guide at any time via the pause menu, which I never did figure out how to get back to. So, Tundra is apparently something that we like. Oh, hey, look. Kind of cute, hey? So, we have... what was it, salt? Your first city. So your first settlement is sure to thrive near sources of water and abundant resources. This location is well suited to your needs. Order your founder to establish your capital city. Click the Found Settlement action button located in the unit panel below. Right. They want me to sell it here, but I not sure that I want to do that. I think I might want to move and be on the coast. I feel like that's better. I don't know if I'm here, will I be able to make units that get into the water? I don't know. I always felt like from previous experience that you have to be on the coast in order to actually be able to do that. Right, so what's interesting, I can't look at these. I think this is salt. This is jade. I don't know what these are. I mean, but this is pretty good for getting... Oops, that's not what I want to do. We're getting some of these resources in there. Because there are a bunch of resources here. Maybe I go here instead. And found here, and then I have like everything is in range then. And I'm on the coast. Although looks like almost like there's something there. Yeah, but so much stuff here, I feel like I need to move down here. Oh, but there's stuff in here. Is there stuff in there? Because there's a production in there. Huh. I see, I'm already being indecisive, and it's the first turn. But yeah, it looks like there's something there already. I wonder if that's a lake or something. I can kind of understand why they want, but yeah, I'm gonna move here, because screw you, I am moving. I'm going to put it outside on the coast. Boom. So we are Roma, the cultural center of the Roman people, led by Catherine the Great. So we're not really Roman, like I said. We are, I don't know, we would have to come up with a name for our civilization. I think maybe that's part of what it is. What we need is we need to be able to name our civilization so that it kind of feels a little bit like there's a step between us and like the civilization that we're basing ourselves on. Maybe that might help. Oh, what is this? All right, anyway, so behold Roma, the cultural center of the Roman people. The city and all your future settlements provide your civilization with specific yields: food to feed your people and grow your populace, production to construct special buildings and train units, science to propel your people into the future and progress to greater things. So a settlement generates an amount of production, the hammers, every game turn. This production can be used for many things, like constructing important new buildings or training powerful military units. A city should always be producing something. So now we click on production, begin. All right, so exploration has revealed a coastal edifice, one of many discoveries that can be found in the world. Closer inspection grants a hidden benefit or opportunity. Try moving one of your units there to see what it does. Oh, okay, so that's like a goodie hut. Right, choosing production. City's production panel contains the projects it can currently begin. Currently, you have the option of producing 2 different types of units. Scout unit can navigate difficult terrain to explore the world, revealing it quickly. The warrior is a military unit that can attack hostile enemies or defend your city from an invasion. Select. For us, we want to find out what the hell's going on. So, definitely want a scout. Alright, excellent. Training will begin at once. In Civilization, players take turns to make their decisions before advancing. Since there's nothing else to do, we hit next turn. Alright, so the world. While the lands surrounding your city are visible, the rest of the world remains unrevealed. This is represented by the patterned tiles near the edges of your worldview. These. Exploring the lands beyond is key to your civilization's survival and prosperity. Alright, so for exploration, when a unit moves towards the extent of its vision, the lands beyond reveal themselves. So now that we have a scout, it stands ready to explore the world. A light blue outline represents the extents it can move in a single turn. You can see the light blue. Yeah. Right click a destination tile to move your scout towards an unrevealed part of the map. Alright. So we got our scout selected. But you see, here we go. We're in Asia. That's our continent. Jade. Hides are here. We have some iron, which is perfect. And then, yes, we have salt for production. Okay, and there's light snow there. So we have a lot of stuff around here, which is wonderful. Now, I'm not sure, can we actually get to it? We might not be able to get to it yet. That might be something that we can't quite get to yet. So now we can see into the ocean. Can we get to it? No, we can't. Oh, there's more jade. There's a lot of jade around here. So terrain. A unit's movement speed is the maximum number of tiles that can travel in a turn. Most units have a movement speed of 2, but some can move further. Keep in mind that certain map features like rough terrain or water can consume a unit's remaining moves, ending its movement for the turn. And then technology. New technologies emerge when people put their minds to solving great problems. Whichever tech you pursue next will determine the tools you have at your disposal to build your civilization. What path will you choose first? Right, so technology. We have sailing. What technologies you research will determine the tools you have at our disposal. Like buildings and military units, as well as the ability to construct incredible wonders of the world. Hovering your mouse cursor on a technology will show you a detailed description of what it unlocks. So once we figure it out, then we can click it to begin. So Sailing gives us fishing quay. Which would be an extra food for fishing boats. So it had to be placed on a coast, a lake, or navigable river. We don't need that yet. That's not like an important thing yet, unless we want the embarkation, which would allow us to get to that Getty hut. Also galleys are tier 2 antiquity naval unit, and +1 food and fishing boats. Our economic advisors like do this one. Animal husbandry gives us a saw pit, +1 production on camps and woodcutters. It's a warehouse production building, buildable in all ages. Okay. Also would allow us to have slingers, which is a ranged unit. So you can see you got +1 production on camps and woodcutters, and +1 food on pastures, which I don't think we're gonna have. We definitely, it looks like we're probably gonna have a lot of wood, so that's not a bad one. Military and cultural. Scientific is pottery, +1 production on clay pits, mines, and quarries, which would probably be what this will end up being. +1 food on plantations and +1 production on clay pits. I think for us, we might want to go add animal husbandry first. Technological advancement. Research takes time to complete. That amount of time is equal to the science required divided by the science your civilization generates per turn. Animal husbandry has a science cost of 63. Since we currently generate 10.25 science per turn, we can expect research to complete in 6 turns, and we have an idea right here. Increasing your science per turn allows you to research new techs faster. Getting ahead of the competition is a wise strategy for success, which is a normal, one of the normal ways I like to play. So we have +10 science, +11 culture, so we're pretty good on that. Alright, since the training of your first unit has completed, you're free to choose what to produce next. You now have the ability to construct a building in your city. Buildings provide additional yields and effects to the city where they reside. You have the choice to start building a granary now, or you can train a second unit. Either choice is good. I think we want a granary in order to increase our population faster, and I think that will help with the settlers and stuff, because we're going to want to hit our settlement population probably pretty quick. So I think granary makes the most sense. Alright, so when constructing a new building, you must choose a placement location. Buildings can be placed in an urban district with an empty slot, represented by the dark green color, or you may annex a new urban district tile, represented in light green, which I guess are these ones. Yellow tiles contain existing rural population in their improvements. Placing a building on these tiles is possible, but will replace the improvement. So red tiles cannot be built upon. So dark green is empty urban district. Or we can create a new urban district with the light green. So we have, oh, okay, so I guess we could put it on the, oh, we could put it on here, but I don't think so. I think we'll put it in the flat tundra. I think that makes the most sense. Then we convert that to urban tile, and that also, I think, open up some of these others once it's built, I think. Okay, so next turn, we're 1% of the way through the age. Right? Thanks to the amount of food your city has generated, it has now grown in population. So, grow city. When a city grows, it can expand into an adjacent tile, gaining the yields it offers. When the settlements people move to this tile, they'll create an improvement, a rural structure for them to work and live in. Tiles with high yields and tiles containing resources are an obvious choice, but specific yield types may better suit your strategy. Okay. So what that means is these were all rural. When I put the granary here, it turned into an urban one. It was rural, so that's why we had those as options. But now what we do is we can upgrade these. So this will give me a woodcutter. If I went here, that'd be a woodcutter here. Just put a quarry here, and it would no longer be rural. So if I do that, that should open up, I think, probably these 3 tiles. And if I do that here, I think once this is built, this will automatically bring in these 3. So that's good. We want to make sure that we are bringing in the jade, I think. And we're going to go here first. So recent expansion has allowed you to improve a jade resource. Resources gain bonuses or abilities to the city that holds the resource or to your entire civilization. So jade has the effect of plus 15% gold. It's a city resource, so it can only be assigned to cities. Buildings cannot be placed atop resources, so growing atop them is always a good idea. So that means I would never be able to place like a granary on top of that or that or that, which I don't know that you'd want to, but so it's always a good idea to pick those up. So now, as I said, we picked this one. These are rural districts now in our area, but we also have hides, which I don't think are actually coming to us yet. Not 100% sure on that. 2 citizens in 4 turns. Happiness. Culture. Science. Production. Buildings. Improvements to quarry. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. Alright, this is your leader screen where you can review choices you made about your leader in Civ. There are 4 panels: diplomatic actions, independent powers you've encountered, your government, and your unique abilities determined by your leader and Civ. So we can return to this anytime by clicking the portrait, which I did. I wanted to see if there was any information about what we have. So these are our abilities. Cities settled in Tundra gain science equal to 25% of their culture per turn. We did settle in the Tundra, I think. Or was that ended up not being Tundra? I don't remember. And then the Roman kind of stuff there. And then once we get attribute points, we'll be able to see all that stuff here, but we're not quite there yet. Yeah, well, I wanted to see if resource allocation. Okay. Resource screen. The resource screen is where you view and manage the resources you've acquired via improvements and trade routes. At the top are your empire resources, which affect your entire civilization. On the left are your unassigned city and bonus resources. On the right are your settlements and the resources assigned to them. To assign a resource, select one from the left, then select an empty slot in the desired settlement. City resources can only be assigned to cities, but bonus resources can be assigned to either towns or cities. Okay. So we have 4 slots right now in the capital. Right now we have Jade. Okay. That's what I wanted to know. So I guess we have our 4 right here, unless we be able to change that around a little bit. All right, so command unit. You have more Jade here. So let's move forward here. I'm going one by one because I kind of want to see what's going down first before. Oh, so this is the north then. So it might be a good thing we came down here. Yeah, we're on Tundra, so that was a good choice. So we're getting some science off of it. But we might be in the north. Yeah, we're if I had looked around, I would have guessed we were in the north. so we need to come around this way then. Right, next turn. But as I was saying, like, when we started, I played a ton of Civilization 2. I played a good amount of Civilization 3. Because I was in college at that point. What's up here? Pearls. That's really cool. And then I played a ton of Civilization 4. That's probably the one I played the most. Between 4 and 2, those are the two I played the most. And then Civilization 5 I played a bit of, and then 6. So I played a lot of Civ in my life, but not as much as a lot of people. I'm like I guess now kind of a casual Civ player. But I do enjoy my Civ. I want to see what's up here, so. Okay, there was hides up here. So yeah, I think I like this area better than this one that they wanted me to be in. I feel like I made the right choice. Alright, so we're still waiting on our tech, and we're building a granary, so that's gonna be a while. So we're gonna just be moving a little bit. Alright, coming back around. So now we're gonna go and look. So like I said, granary. Once we build the granary, I think I'm going to build a warrior for protection. And then we'll start looking at expanding. Sure, we'll have there's our new citizen. Grove City. So now we can pick the next one. Like I said, there are two options here. One would be, well, we actually don't even if we want the salt. But hides +3 production, 100% I think is the correct option here. And that would open up the iron as well. Independent village, so we're close to an independent village, I guess. Oh, there's a scout there. Oh, look at that. There's marble there too. Interesting. You encountered a stranger from the village of Harappa. They appear to be hostile. The village could potentially be a strong ally with the right amount of persuasion, but it could also prove a threat to your civilization. Finding the location of Harappa would be wise. So independent villages can have different attitudes. Friendly, neutral, or hostile. And once you find a village, you can use influence, which is this over here, to determine diplomatic actions such as befriend independent or improve your relationship with that. So that's not good. So yeah, this is why we're gonna need a warrior. We're not desperate yet, but it might be something we might need a little bit sooner than I thought. But this is why we're exploring. It's just a settler or just a scout though, so can't really do anything, but that means they're somewhere out in here probably. So we do need to be cognizant of that.
The caged bird watches butterflies with envy.
So we have animal husbandry now, which gives us to upgrade one of these rural production sites. We can also upgrade it to an urban one, which is the saw pit. Plus we get +1 production on camps and woodcutters, +1 food on pastures, and also a ranged unit. Building your legacy. Civilizations are remembered for their accomplishments and the paths they take through history. Some spread their accomplishments across a wide range, while others are devoted to a single cause. Your advisors are at your service to guide you on the path of your choice. Like any great leader, you may change your mind at any time. Choose where to focus the efforts of the Roman people. So we have our economic advisor. Trade is the lifeblood of our people, and gold the foundation of our dreams. We have our military advisor. Security is our only path. Strike swiftly and build our empire to see a new dawn. Cultural advisor. Only great monuments of beauty and inspiration can lift our people out of darkness. And then our science advisor says, knowledge remakes the world. We should be the ones doing the making. I feel like we should go cultural right now. Become the envy of all other cultures by building great wonders of the world. Cultural advisor is here to guide you in this path if you wish. You can change at any time. So what happens when we pick is that we'll have missions that we can do to increase this. So she says, I am your culture advisor, an expert on arts, philosophy, and all other things worth thinking about. We have the opportunity to build a unique feat of engineering and artistry, a wonder, making us the object of envy of all our neighbors. Who needs to conquer cities when you can conquer hearts? So our objective on this legacy path is to build a wonder. The first step towards establishing a wonders of the ancient world cultural legacy of the antiquity age. We can unlock wonders via the civic and tech trees. So remember, legacies improve your performance in later ages, but you can choose to pursue one. You can choose to pursue one, multiple, or none at all. I think this is a good one for us. So you can see here, you can check your current track goals and objectives at a glance in your civilization journal. Checking your overall legacy progress as well as other legacy paths can be viewed in the age progress panel. Which is this one. So we're on the cultural. And so our step to everything, as you can see, is to get to here. So we need to build a wonder. That's our next goal. And the next step after that is construct 2 wonders. So construct a second one. The step after that is construct 4 wonders. And then if we do that, we're gotta get up to 7. So 1, 2, and then 3 more after that. So all the way up to 7. And that will get us up to all through here. On the military side, we studied the discipline civic, which is the first step towards establishing a Pax Imperatoria. So there's a lot of steps to it here. That's about getting an army, getting a siege unit, attacking, which we're probably not going to do too much of. For science, we would do writing, which is the first step towards establishing a great library, science legacy. Remember, we're cultural and science, so kind of both of these feel like things that we should be worried about. So writing. Second, technologies and civics have a second, more advanced tier. So then build a library and research writing 2. Then we'll go after mathematics to build an academy. Collect codices in various ways. And up to 6. And if we have 10, then we get to the golden age. So we'll kind of be doing a little bit of both of these because they kind of link together. Since for culture, we need technology to open technologies in order to find wonders that we can build. So it behooves us to do well with science in order to do that. Also civics too, but the answer different. That's gonna be on the economic side, which is also possibility, since it seems to be assigned 20 resources to your settlements, and we already have a whole bunch even around our capital. So study code of laws to unlock the merchant to establish trade routes. Very interesting. So initiate a trade route is the next bit. Improve trade relations. Slot 7 resources, up 14, and then up to 20. Okay, so we don't have any information on anyone else, so we don't know how anyone else is doing. But we can kind of guess here. Alright. Now we also have a narrative choice. In Catherine's cold lands, aesthetics are a source of warmth. Travelers stir longing and wonder with stories of exquisite art, lavish courts, and the diverse fineries of foreign lands. But local folk tales and poems conjure the dark of the taiga forest and witches and chickenfoot huts. So we can create a trade route, which would begin a quest, although plus 25 production towards training merchants in all settlements, which right now doesn't work for us because we have not met anyone and we are not far along this path yet. Quest. And then we can also just get 50 gold and nothing. No quest. Now, I feel like, why not? We definitely should do a quest. I think we're gonna build a library anyway. So my library and a monument. Let's do this one. So we'll get 100, I think, gold once we finish that. So build a library and monument. So we will be working on that soon. All right. So we got a new technology. Masonry gives us ancient walls, and there's monument. That's just something we got to build, which is base shield of culture and influence. And you can see we get bonuses depending on where it is. Pyramids, +1 gold and production on minor and navigable river tiles. Oh, there's no river tiles here though, so that's not gonna work. Maybe in the next city. But +1 production on mines and quarries. Sailing, of course, we talked about already with the fishing, and then we'd be able to get this. And also pottery still, which is the brickyard, and then production on clay pits and plantations, which we won't have, I don't think. Wait, does that do for... No, just clay. Yeah, +1 production. Oh, that's for... We'd have to build the brickyard in order to get the +1. But if we view the tree, we need... Oh, okay, so the technology tree is a comprehensive view of all the technologies available through the entire age. The paths connecting each technology indicate the prerequisites required in order to research future techs. Use the tree as a guide to find the quickest path. So pottery with animal husbandry gets us irrigation though. There's hanging gardens, which I believe is a wonder. Great Stell. So we go sailing, we can go to writing, which is library, and the Great Stell, which is also a wonder, of course. So there's 2 wonders here that we'd be able to go after. So maybe... Or do we need... No, we just need 1 in order to do this. Let's do sailing. And now we have a civic. Each civic unlocks new social policies as well as unique effects that benefit your civilization. Once you've decided what to study first, click on the civic to begin. Okay. Alright, so we have Civis Romanus. There's a building called the Basilica. Base yield of 4 gold. +1 influence for each adjacent culture constructible. Okay, so this is the adjacency bonuses that they're very good at. Mostly because I don't know what's supposed to go near what, because I don't know the buildings that well yet. Curses Honorum. Training an infantry unit costs culture equal to... Oh, training an infantry grants culture equal to 25%. Okay, yeah, never mind. Not bad. That's culture. Exercitus Romanus. So it's Temple of Jupiter, which is extra happiness and culture next to other happiness ones and wonders. Auxilia, +5 protection towards military units in the capital for every town. Okay. Discipline gives survey, which is +1 scout movement and sight, which is nice. Der Sharukin, which is a fortified district that must be conquered. +3 combat strength to fortified districts in all settlements. Also an army commander. We get a free army commander out of this. And you can see our unique army commanders in Legatus. And then mysticism unlocks pantheons, and is also +2 gold in all settlements for the priesthood. I think it's the civic of it. There's altars as well. This is not bad. This is also not bad, especially right now with to have survey. I feel like being able to find out what's around us is probably more important. I'm gonna go discipline right now. Alright, so you will need to establish a government before you can enact social policies. Each form of government has its own unique effects. So we have Classical Republic, +20 culture for 10 turns. Oh, during the celebration, that is. +20 culture, +15 production towards constructing wonders. Okay. Despotism, +20% science, which is kind of weird for a despot. +30% production towards training infantry units, though. An oligarchy, extra food, and production towards constructing buildings. Okay. Since we're culture, we want to do culture, and especially with the wonders. I think we'll go with that. This is where we can do our social policy. So we can do more culture, or we can do, okay. Under your new government, you may enact a social policy. Complete civics throughout the age to earn more policies to enact. Okay, so we have +2 culture or +1 production and science. I think I kind of want to do this because I think right now the production and the science will be strong. We're not quite ready to really focus on culture, but especially in the early game, I think. But you never know. You can adapt your civilization strategies by swapping social policies. If you want to swap a policy, you will need to research the civics. So you can only change once you learn more civics, basically. Alright. So we have our 1 unit here. And there's horses, okay. Our granary is almost done, and then we'll work on our warrior. You trying to attack me, bro? Oh, you can't attack at all, can you?
The land is always stalking people. The land makes people live right. The land looks after us. The land looks after people.
And peaches. Okay, so it says Hoerikwago. Natural wonder. Hoerikwago. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce that. I'm trying here. With this big ass landmark, you would think that we'd be able to see it from like all the way out here even. So, and then we have these alerts here, so we can click on it and it shows where it is, and we can get rid of it with that. Can we walk through it at all? Mountainous grassland. Oh, we can't move right now. Okay, never mind. Because we just moved. Okay. Next turn that. Alright, granary has finished. As I said, we opened up a little bit more here too. So a granary has been built in Roma. The granary is a special type of building called a warehouse, which grows more efficient when its correlating improvements such as farms or mines are present in the settlement. Alright, so now we got something new. Definitely going to want a warrior, I think. Hold on, actually. Do we want a warrior or do we want a slinger? Warrior's stronger, but Slinger has range, which is pretty good for defense. Actually, we could stick here, especially if we find someone coming over here, and then we'd be able to defend. As they're coming through here, we'd be able to whack at them. Let's go with the warrior, though. Oops. There we go. That's about queuing, but I ain't worried about that. We can't see anything. Now we can. But I was like thinking that we might see the village over here. Alright, we still got 3 turns for sailing, 6 turns for discipline, and we're still working on stuff here. Okay. Alright. Flatland here. Cotton. That's interesting. Oh, they're not like right there. Forest and flat grassland. Okay. A lot of marble over here. There's Harappa. Okay, so they're actually like could probably come around here. Okay. Interesting. Alright, we do have a warrior now. Let's bring our warrior down here. If they want to fight us, then we can always show them who the boss is. Let's move them out. Choose production. Now we can make a saw pit. Which will give +1 production on camps and woodcutters. Which I don't think we quite need yet because we're not using any woodcutters yet. And we're not doing any camps yet either. So let us go. Do we have any projects or wonders yet? No. So let's do a slinger then. Oh, interesting. Okay. Actually, so this might be, we might want to like build out here or take this. That's interesting then.
The fair breeze blew, the white foam flew, the furrow followed free. We were the first that ever burst into that silent sea.
Love listening. I believe it's Gwendolyn Christie, I believe, right? So that was by Samuel Taylor Coleridge. So we now have a fishing quay, +1 food on fishing boats. Galleys. Now we can also do embarkation, so now we could go get that goodie hut. And +1 food on fishing boats. Alright, so first let's grow city. We can get our iron. Or we can get our salt. +20 production towards training units. Infantry units gain +1 combat strength. I think that's the one we need actually, now that I'm thinking about it. When you direct your people to live on a rural tile, they create a structure to work the land called an improvement. Some policies, unique abilities, and even buildings can further improve improvement yields. Because we can't go any further out here yet. Okay. Yeah, now we should have... Where did I see? Resource allocation. We have not gotten it yet. Okay. Thought we would get it from that. Alright, technology now. Go with masonry. Okay, so now that it's just like right there. That's just, can't do anything about that. Oh, I couldn't see anything there. I was hoping to be able to see, but it's fine. We'll walk past. And you're gonna be out and about right now. Right, so now we have our slinger. Alright, so then we would have fishing quays, which would be able to drop here actually too if we really wanted to. I think we might do that. Not too far away. It's gotta be, right, convert to an urban tile. We can't do that one? I mean, it's fine. +1 food. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Right? We gotta bring our scout back this way to actually, like, scout this way. Also kind of using our... Oh, wow, so... we're actually kind of blocked off from everything right now. So they had to kind of come around. Like, it's blocked here too. Oh my god, this is interesting. This is a very interesting way of doing things. So disembark and go. Next turn we'll go here and grab this. So we kind of have a natural barrier. That's why we need our scout to go this way. Alright, so a community has organized a festival celebrating the oyster harvest. Mollusk roasts over heated stones while travelers trade mouth-watering recipes. So we get a bunch of food and some happiness towards the next celebration, or we get a bunch of culture. Kinda all about this one, I think. There's a little extra culture.
Do nothing which is of
Or
no
civic.
use.
What does that get? Like I said, what did that give us? Sharukan survey. That's why I like that one. So I think we'll probably switch to that. So we're gonna change policy. Since we're right now at what I want to do, I want to survey. Because I want to know what's around. And then the next, after we get the next civic, we'll switch off this, I think. Unless we're still like really doing stuff. Alright, so tactics, which would be an interesting one. That would give us drills. So I'll still think about that. And let's go for the mysticism and try to get a pantheon going. Let's get you guys here. You're basically gonna come back around. How's our resource allocation? We didn't get another one yet? It did not come up. That did not get it? I thought we did. Alright. Want you guys to be here. If anything comes, y'all are at it. I said, oh, there's more water here. Okay. We are actually... pretty darn safe right here, unless they have embarkation, which they do apparently. They have a galley. We discovered a new continent. Our explorers calling it Oceania. Wow, it's like naturally all blocked. That is interesting. That is really interesting. We are completely blocked off except through this one route. It's a pure choke point unless they come through this looks like a lake. There's dyes here. That is very interesting. There's dyes here too. That's crazy. Right. Oh, because of that, we got our commander here. Wonders of the world. You can now build Der Shuriken World Wonder. Wonders are special buildings that grant unique abilities and strong yields, but occupy an entire tile in a settlement. Some wonders require a specific terrain or natural features to be built, and they occupy an entire tile in a settlement. Only one of each wonder can exist in the world, so the first civilization to complete construction keeps the wonder. Consider building wonders that match your playstyle. So we could also build a galley ourselves. So this one acts as a fortified district that must be conquered. I kind of feel like we could do that. Maybe put it like here. Fishing quay. We already built one. We're not gonna build another one. $23 turns. Do we need another, or should I, or do I want to build a settler first? Let's build a settler first, and then we'll have to worry about this, because I think we might settle somewhere over here. Another coastal thing. Rough grassland. Forest. Somewhere like over here, because we... Oh, and there's wine and stuff over here too. We might be able to... Yeah, I think we're going to want a settler first. We'll do a settler and then we'll work on the wonder, I think. Alright, that's right. Our man here is... I don't know where he... We can just move him out of the way here right now. This is Oceania, I see what you're saying. Right. Oh, you already moved, so... We'll lay that. Oh, next turn. Okay, we've already moved. Okay. So it's like, there's two options. We could try and take this and use that as a city, then have like all kinds of the grassland stuff, or we drop a city here and try and grab a bunch of that stuff. This has got wine, which is also a happiness. Oh, that's a tough decision. We can't befriend them. Not sure that we need to. The dude's running away now. Okay, so there might be a lot of water here, actually. You go get this. Surveyors have devised a specialized rod for measuring coastlines, sizing up the world one calculation at a time. Map makers will be eager to test its worth. So study the tool for science, or celebrate the surveyor's wisdom. Study the tool. It's gonna get us a lot more closer to masonry. You're basically here to defend. So, if we go up here, we can take this dude out, I think. I guess I can't, since they moved. Alright. Alright, then our scout here. Actually, what I kind of did is I should have... I don't want him to get destroyed. Oh, if I go around this way, then we should be fine, right? Yeah, oh, it's like almost like a full continent here. Okay, I see. Oh, I wonder, maybe we go here and try to grab stuff? I don't know. That's a good question. Get you here. Oh wow, this is all holy. What the funk? What the funk? This is an interesting map. So this is almost like an archipelago here where we're the only one on here. And this is like all, I get there must be more land nearby, cause oh, there's silver here too, man. Because there's still coast, so there's not, it's like coast to here, or is that, I can't tell. Oh man, this is very interesting. This is a very interesting map. Give a turn. Okay, you can't attack from there, okay. So it was like, oh man. So, how do we get that silver? I don't know that we can right now. We still didn't get that, did we? Yeah. Right. Like, do we go like here? And grab this and this? Would that get us to horses too? 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe? Although if we were to take Harappa instead, that gives a lot of stuff here too. In which case we would go here in this flat tundra and grab stuff. So maybe that might be the, and then I don't know. It's tough out there. It's tough.
He was the first to construct a wall 80 miles in length, which was to separate the barbarians from the Romans.
Cassius Dio. You're not in, we're not locked in here with you, you're locked in here with us. Ancient walls. A monument, which is something we're gonna have to build at some point. Pyramids, which we don't have a river. But also +1 production on mines and quarries. Happiness measures your people's satisfaction with you. Settlements send you excess happiness. After enough excess happiness has been accrued, you will earn a celebration. Settlements with negative happiness will receive yield penalties. To earn happiness, settle near fresh water, slot resources that grant happiness, and construct happiness buildings and wonders. Poor settlement management and ongoing wars can reduce happiness in settlements. Don't fret, your advisors are here to monitor your happiness and alert you of any issues. We're +3, so it seems to be okay. Alright, next, masonry or pottery? Pottery's gonna open up more stuff, I think, so I think we gotta go pottery. Fortified districts and production buildings. Yeah, I think we gotta go pottery here. My bro keeps running away from me. So when he comes through here, he's dead. So you wait. I don't know what to do with you yet, so you wait. Okay, you start coming this way. I'm gonna hit this and see. It's gonna open up a little bit more. I wanted to see a little bit more what was out there. Right? There's fish, so it looks like there's a continent over here. We can't get to it yet because we either have to build a galley or we'd have to build a galley basically. So we can only be in coastal with our units. Right. Okay. So next turn we'll move you back. We'll take a look over on the side. So we have a new settler ready to expand the reach of the Roman civilization with a new settlement. As with the first, look for fertile land with good yields and close access to water. Where are they? They're saying here. They're not saying here, which is flat tundra. No fresh water available. Oh, interesting. But there's fresh water available here? No fresh water here either. No fresh water on any of these. That's why I like this one, because it's on the water and also there's a bunch of stuff. I don't like anything over here. What about this one? No fresh water. There's no fresh water on any tile. Like, we don't have fresh water on any of these tiles anyway. There's just no fresh water around here, so... Bros, there ain't no fresh water. Yeah, I'm thinking here. It's like either here or here. I feel like maybe we do this, we destroy this, and maybe we build here. Alright, now with our production, we could do a monument for each adjacent mountainous terrain. We don't have any mountainous terrain. Each wonder and to go. Let's go. Let's we need to build the monument eventually. We need to build a library and a monument. But we're gonna build the wonder here. Oh, okay, we can't. Alright, so flat tundra, flat tundra. Hold on. Before we do that, I want to see. All food stuff there. We got food over there, though. I like one of these, then. Maybe this one. City defense. The city cannot be captured by an enemy as long as... Oh, wait. That was that one. I wanted to build it somewhere over here. Oh, I couldn't. That's right. I had to build it around here. But that's fine. I forgot which one it was. A city cannot be captured by an enemy as long as its walled fortifications still stand. Constructing them in your city center is best, and building them in your other districts increases your security. As an invader, will have to destroy all of your fortified districts in order to capture the city. Okay, so being out here is not too bad. Right. We're gonna move you here. We're gonna get you back over here again. Okay, bro seems to have left. Okay, now he's right there. Okay, he did now. We're taking his booty out. His booty is our booty.
There is another world, but it is in this one.
Paul Eluard unlocks founding a pantheon. Right. So, not really. We're still working on this one, I think. But soon, I think we'll be able to switch off of that. New civic, tactics or code of laws. Oratory, +2 influence. Petra, and desert terrain. We haven't come across any desert. Gives us a free merchant though. So it gives Oracle. Gain extra 10 culture per age. It's interesting. Tropical terrain here on that one doesn't help me. Discipline 2, +3 combat strength against independent powers. I mean, we're about to fight one, I think. That could work. Straight combat strength for fortified district. Code of Laws gives us, like I said, desert doesn't really help us, but the free merchant does. Extra production policy. Terracotta Army gives a free army commander. We don't need another free army commander. Temple. Not terrible. I think, let's go with this one. Alright, so we have, someone's already gotten, 2 people already gotten them? Okay. So it's time to choose a pantheon to represent the ethos of your civilization. Once you or another leader has chosen one of the available pantheons, it becomes unavailable for any other player. Most pantheons require an altar building to function. +3 influence on the altar. Altar receives +1 happiness adjacency. That could be interesting with the natural wonder, especially if we were to take this or build over here. And we have a mountain here. Could be interesting. Culture on quarters and settlements with an altar. Plus healing in rural now. +1 food on farms, pastures, and plantations. Gold on camps and woodcutters. Plus production towards constructing buildings. Not terrible. Production on fishing boats. Not terrible. God of the Sun. A little bit extra stuff on the altar. +1 sciences and quarters. Production towards training settlers. We're not expansionist enough for that, I don't think. Production on clay pits, mines, and quarries. I mean, we have stuff that would be useful with that. Altar receives a +1 happiness adjacency for coast. I think I'm gonna go with kind of like the Earth Goddess one. Maybe a bad idea, but this is why we're just trying stuff. We're gonna see how things work and how things look. It might work, it might not work. Maybe it's totally shit. Maybe it's Actually, maybe I picked a good one. I don't know. There's only one way to find out, right? Keep putting the settler. A lot of ladies. Dense foliage, difficulty bonus. So we get extra. Okay, we're gonna take your ass out then. That booty is ours. Run away. Oh, you ran right into our trap. Get out of here. That's what you deserved it. Did all that stuff we didn't appreciate. I want to get to here and we're going to survey from there and see what that all opens up. But yeah, I'm thinking this one actually. It's tundra, which we want to be on. That's also rough tundra. This tundra too. Because we don't have any site, and like I said, we want to be on tundra, which is what that is. And then that gets us access to this, 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 and this. Which I think is good. I think I'm happy with I would be happy with my decision. I was thinking here, but it's not tundra, so I think we want to be on tundra while we can. But that's what our bonus is on. City settled in tundra gain science equal to the culture, so having 2 of our towns at least be there would be good. And if we find any more like tundra areas, then we can own that. Okay, actually what we need to do is now we need to I need you to come help stuff out, right? Now we need you to come. I almost feel like it's better to go this way and go through the water. Might be faster, because we don't have roads. And I don't think there are galleys coming out this way. If it does, then we're screwed, but it is what it is. Cut the corner here. Oh, okay, now we're talking. Ah, you have just met Harriet Tubman. Good diplomatic relationships with other leaders can yield powerful benefits for your civilization, but they are also your main rivals in achieving victory. Before starting diplomatic relations with other leaders and their people, we should greet them. You give them a friendly, neutral, or hostile greeting. Choice is yours.
So, here we meet. And I gotta ask myself, you gonna be my friend or my foe?
We have no reason to do anything but give a friendly greeting. Okay. Here you can interact with another leader to see information about them, such as their civilization, agenda, your relationship with them, diplomatic actions you can start with them, and other information. Then we can click on the leader to get all that. So a variety of sources can affect your relationship with another leader, including diplomatic actions, world events, such as settling too close to their capital, and their unique agenda. A helpful relationship can lead to an alliance, and a hostile relationship is more likely to lead to war. Keep in mind that the other leader can also affect your relationship in the same way, so it's prudent to keep an eye on it from time to time. You can start a variety of diplomatic actions with another leader by spending influence. These actions can have a variety of effects and generally last for a fixed period of time. They include endeavors, which are helpful to both of you and increase your relationship, sanctions, which are harmful to the other leader and decrease your relationship, and espionage actions, which are generally hidden from the other leader. All diplomatic actions except espionage and sanctions will require the other leader to give a response, which may have an influence cost. They include support, which is exclusive to endeavors and can grant more powerful effects at the cost of influence, accept, which is the default free option, and reject, which cancels the action at the cost of some influence. So we can do over borders, but we're not close enough for that. We can do research collaboration, which if they support would be +2 science, or +6 science. We can do a cultural exchange to be up culture, which is not terrible too. We have a lot of influence. Maybe we'll do a cultural exchange. Okay, so they just accept it. So we, for the next 15 turns, have cultural, which means that we get +4 culture. If they had supported it, we would have each got +6. So this works for us, but also doesn't. We could have done better. But they got mountainous desert. There's desert all over the place here. What? Flat desert. Medway. Friendly. Oh, we could talk to them. We could stop by. See, now we have options, because now you can't go anywhere. Can you move? Oh, okay. Now we can actually explore a little bit more. Oh, you, like I said, I think we're gonna found here. That now it becomes a little bit interesting. Okay, we're gonna do one more turn, even though it's a little bit late, because I'm interested to see how things are gonna go. So we got a mine here, but for some reason we're not getting the resource from it. 49 turns until next celebration. We're 12% of the way through the age. Oh, we can view our religion. Can we not do it yet? I don't know. And we'll see maybe when we do salt or whatever next. Alright, so next turn. Oh, we can grow our city. Which, let's try the salt. Okay, the salt worked, but the iron did not. Maybe it's because we can't use it yet. Maybe iron is something we can't use yet. Like it's we gotta be in the exploration age, maybe. That's something I'm gonna have to check. Okay, we're gonna get through here. I'll get you here. Now let's, oh, there's a Harriet Tubman scout. Okay. Let's go and scout some more. It's a new continent. Oh, look at this. There's a silk here. That's cool. Okay, so this is a little bit more archipelago than I thought it was going to be. We're just about to pottery too. We'll get pottery in the next turn. There's some more dyes. Sea silk. Camels? Oh god, I kind of want to be over here now. Oh, and there's a river and everything. Maybe we want to come this way. Jesus. Maybe our next city is gonna be out this way. There's like horses. It's fish. Suzerain. Hello. Hello. Where away? Befriend independent. We become a suzerain. I wonder if we become a suzerain, does that mean... I'll have to look up some of this stuff to see what some of it is. Yeah, I'm gonna settle here though. I like this spot. Your people have made a new home, providing you with your first town. Like a city, food from the settlement allows you to expand into nearby tiles. However, buildings and units and towns can only be purchased with gold. You can also spend gold to turn a town into a full-fledged city, though the gold cost is greater the more cities you have in your civilization, and decreases as the town grows. Okay. So growing town. Increases town growth by 50%. All the town's production is converted into gold. You can now build an altar. Depending on the pantheon you chose, you may need an altar to receive its effects. An altar also contributes a base amount of happiness. Yep. Remember, Aquileia is a town. It will not be able to produce anything. Instead, its production is converted into gold. You have to convert Aquileia into a city in order for it to produce items. Right. Convert into a city costs 600. Okay. Alright, so we're making a bunch of gold right now, which is fine. So once the city grows a bit, then we can convert it for less, is what it sounds like it's saying, and then we can start doing stuff with it. So I think we're fine right now. Let's let it grow for a bit. And then we'll see what happens. We'll go from there. This is my first town, so I don't really know what happens, but sure, sounds fun. Grow town. Okay, so we can... I think first things first is to grab the dyes. Although there's dyes here too. If we grab this, first things first, grab these dyes. Resource allocation, so dyes. We could also, if we did this, could we move them here? No. Oh, we could. Okay, no, but yeah, no, actually, maybe we do want them here. Oh, only in the city, okay. I was hoping that we could put that there and make more money. Alright, we'll leave this here for right now, because we're working... Oh, here, oh, it's Empire... Oh, we do have the Empire resources here, so... okay, I see, I'm understanding now. So, the Empire resources are Empire-wide, so all of our infantry units gain... 1 combat strength. Okay, that's why I thought they had to be assigned to a city. They don't. They're everywhere. I'm just noticing that now. Awesome. Perfect. Alright, so we're good here. We're gonna make a bunch of money. We have a narrative choice. Seashells on the seashore. Citizens line the beach, shucking shellfish to collect the dye within. As the piles of shells grow larger, the briny odor becomes overpowering. So we could throw the shells back in the ocean for more science, or sell the shells. Let's get science.
All are made of clay.
Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. Brickyard, and then food on plantation and clay pits. Not as important as... I think we wanted... irrigation gets us... some stuff. Oh, because it gives us a settlement, +1 settlement limit. That was one thing I was looking at. And the Hanging Gardens gives an attribute point, which we can't do yet anyway. But maybe we do writing, or do we want to do? We have masonry. Maybe we do writing to get the great still. I think that's what we gotta do. Awesome. All right, so we got our first town. We got another resource, and we can start building out here. We found a new continent. Well, it's not actually not a new continent. It's part of our continent. The new continent was Oceania that we found here, which has got wine, which we're gonna get to, which is pretty cool. And then actually, this is all coastal. We may have another route to somewhere. But now that we have this new island, I guess we can kind of check it out. They got floodplains, which is interesting. It's silk and camels. There's fish. So we're definitely going to be exploring around here, seeing what's up. We're probably going to take this out and just like destroy it and put a settlement over here somewhere. I was thinking here, but maybe even here. It depends on what we do with, I think, with the city. But I was thinking here, and then we'd have a whole bunch of stuff right in there, including the fish. Which means we could look into this river. Or in the floodplain lane. Awesome, though. Awesome. This is really cool. But yeah, so Civ is always fun. Always enjoyed Civ, like I said. Maybe I didn't always play it a lot. Especially when I was younger, I played a lot more then because I had a lot more time. But hoping this might be one we can get into a bit more because it's fun. Not one to play it multiplayer that much, although I guess if I were to play it multiplayer and want to do it cooperatively, I think that's more fun. Like, because it's with multiplayer, it kind of depends on who you play with. Some people are very hardcore about it, and they'll do all the little things to make sure that they win. Things that you just like, it's kind of cheap. I would never do that. It's just not fun. So I would want to play like a cooperative one. I think that would be more fun than to play like a full-on multiplayer. But other than that, just like I said, I like trying stuff out and just seeing what happens. I know with some of the older ones, one of the things I would do is I put it on settler difficulty and try and build all of the wonders. I think I did that a few times, which is pretty funny. It's really hard because you have to have a good start so you can get all the earlier ones, but once you get past that, then it kind of snowballs and you can do it pretty easily. But it's still kind of cool to have them and then see, especially in the later ones where you can see them on the map, like 5 and 6. But it kind of makes it harder. You can't really put them all in a single city like you could in like 2, and I think 4 was the same way. All right, but yeah, that is gonna do it for tonight. That was fun. Tomorrow we'll be back tomorrow night. The question is, will we continue this, or will I go back into Dragon Age a little bit, and we'll see what I'm feeling. We'll see how I feel. That's gonna be the thing, because I don't know. If I'm feeling up for it, I'd want to get back into Veilguard a bit and play and get into it a bit, but on the other hand, this is cozy, this is nice. It's nice to do this and just relax and explore and try stuff out. So we might do some more of this tomorrow night, and then we might see about like doing some more of this next week, and then some getting into Veilguard then. I think maybe that might be what we do. So yeah, that'll work. All right, let's go back. Awesome, so that's cool. So that sounds like a good plan, I think. So I think we'll do more of this tomorrow night, and then we can play a little bit longer. And maybe we'll get into and well, considering we only got 12% of the age, I was like, maybe we can get through an age, but probably not. But yeah, it's fun. I think it's cool. Civ is always interesting. Like I said, I think people look at it I don't want to say wrong, but in a different way that I would never look at this, and they kind of look at it like a cultural accuracy, or not a cultural, historical accuracy kind of thing, and it's kind of weird because it's never been about that. It's about the representations of things and not trying to replicate how things would be with that. It's kind of more just representing strengths of in a kind of a gaming way of certain civilizations and seeing how they might fare in a random kind of world. And now you have a leader that you can kind of follow and can be representative of you. So we get a bunch of different kinds of bonuses and such to deal with. So I like the whole switching civilization thing doesn't bother me at all. The whole having the same leader and being different cultures, different civilizations doesn't bother me at all. I don't care that I'm Catherine and Roman. Although I think I would care, what would make it even more obvious would be if I could rename the cities and name them whatever I wanted, because then it would be more clear that the being Roman civilization doesn't mean that we're the Roman civilization, that we are whatever I am thinking of it, and then kind of will evolve in the next era and then evolve again. So yeah, that's just how I feel about it. I know people have complained about the UI. I don't know. I haven't had too much problems with it yet. I think it's kind of interesting. We have like the alerts, and this is like making sure that we get through things. We have buttons to click here too, makes it easy. Pretty clickable so far. Selecting things a little bit can be a little bit difficult, especially when it's on the city or like multiple things on the city, and that can be kind of rough. But I don't know, there's been tooltips and everything, so it's been, I don't know, I've been fine with it so far. Maybe there'll be more complaints later as we get into it, but I mean, so far it's been fine. I'm not hating it or anything. Am I like a super fan of it? I mean, no. I'm just, so far so good, I guess. It's kind of stayed out of my way. But I'm only what? We played an hour and a half today. I played a little bit earlier. So I only have a couple hours in it, so it's not really that much time to really be able to say one way or the other. But I mean, so far it's been fine. Like, I'm having fun. I can tell what I'm doing so far. Not all the explanations have been the best, I think, but I don't think that's part of the UI. I think that's just part of the tutorial, and I haven't really gone through the Civilopedia to see things. I think the one thing that I did have a complaint about is about the leader page and trying to find things there. I think that was it's a little bit strange, but something I get used to, I think. And the resources, kind of seeing some of that stuff is was, like I said, a little bit to get used to, especially seeing with the irons. Like, I have iron, but I can't move it anywhere, but it turned out that we didn't need to, so it's kind of I don't know whether that's a UI failing or a skill failing, I don't know, but yeah, so yeah, that's awesome. So like I said, I'm having fun. We'll try it some more and we'll see how things go. So thank you all for hanging out watching. Really do appreciate it. Join yourself here on Twitch, that follow button and notification button, and you can come hang out some more. If you're on YouTube, of course, like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff, whether on the video, the stream, or anything else you happen to watch there. I'm like going through stuff and checking things out at the same time, and it is distracting me. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff on the video. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, there's links in the description to Twitch and social media, so you can check that stuff out. On the Twitch side, there's links to social media and to YouTube in the profile in the panels, and in chat you can hit exclamation point YouTube and exclamation point socials. Man, I get slightly distracted and everything goes out the window here. Sad. But yeah, that's gonna do it here. So yeah, hopefully y'all are doing well out there. Stay well, stay safe, stay good, stay healthy, stay fresh. We're trying to live through things here, so we're gonna do as best we can. So stay safe, and I will catch all of y'all next time. So y'all have a good one. Adios for now, everybody. We're going to